Wherever you are, welcome to Slice of Christ, a Catholic talk show for youth and young adults that offers a healthy serving of Catholicism, a dash of spirituality, and loads of fun. I'm Anna Fernandez, your host for today. And before anyone asks, we are not a Catholic pizza company. But I think someone should do something like that. Anyway, without further ado, let me introduce our first guest for the evening, Mr. Fadi.
Hi.
Hi, Fadi. How
Hi,
are you
Anna.
today?
How are you doing?
Please take a seat.
Thank you. Thank you.
So, everyone, let me tell you a little bit about Fadi. Fadi was born and brought up here in Abu Dhabi. He was baptized in Syria, but he's basically lived here all his life. So, you've been a parishioner of St. Joseph since birth, basically, right?
Yes, since I was born, yes.
Please tell us, what do you do here as parishioner?
As a parishioner in the parish of the church.
Yes.
So, yeah, since I was small, being part of catechism, one of my parents used to send us in the church. So, since I was small, my parents were taking care of us in the church. So, of course, the first role after the baptism and sacraments, you have to be part in catechism. So, my first class in the catechism. And of course, by time, when you grow up, being part of youth groups could be, or also could be assisting in catechism, in the administration, helping them in all whatever activities, especially here in the Arabic community. Sometimes we do assist the priest if he needs some help in certain activities also. We at the Arabic also. So most of the time like this, also by time I was taking part as a lay minister, Eucharistic lay minister. So and also other activities also. So maybe that was started since I was small. Turned out this grace was with us since we were young here.
So, has your practice in the church always been consistent, or were you a lot when you were small, then you got detached, then you came back, or was it always close?
No, in the beginning, yeah, we were very close. Of course, after the reaching, there are some time we faced some detachment for a little bit. From a certain age, after teenage, like going to reach to the university later life, that for my part, that part, a little bit slowly going far away. Could be about company of friends, doing wrong things, listening to bad things, watching bad things. Slowly, my prayer life was going down, and also that we can say almost total dependence in the church activities or anything regarding prayer or spirituality. So at the age of first or second year of university that time. So yeah, there was some part of my life that can be some kind of detachment.
And how did you come back?
Okay, now that's a good question, which is, as I told you when I reached my university studies, there was also some kind of search in my heart. Sometimes like, okay, looking for something strong, things like how to be strong, or you're using your brain supernatural, like what we call the power of your subconscious mind, doing great things to the mind, There's certain kind of what we call new age practices. As I told you that time, also my prayer life went down. But that search was there.
So
Keep searching.
you were looking for
Something special or strong or supernatural, I don't know, something like this. But during that search, what happened in our house, in the small cupboard, there was a small booklet. It's a blue one. It's about the rosary.
Okay.
So I opened that book, and it attracted my eyes. I don't know, something like this. So I opened that book, and it was the year of 2003. That time was almost second year or third year of my university studies. And then I studied here in Abu Dhabi, bachelor in computer science. So I read that book, and it wrote about the history of the rosary, the promises of Our Lady for those who keep praying the rosary, what the saints said about the rosary, the church teaching about that also. So it attracted me. And okay, all these promises of Our Lady of graces, blessing, protection, and release thinking attracted me. Okay, now this time I'll give it a chance.
Okay.
Let's see if Our Lady has that promise and she's fulfilling that promises. So that time I took one decision that I shall pray daily for all my life and properly, not like so fast or like sleeping or something like that, properly, certain time. So I took that decision and started praying in September 2003. Then that life slowly changed. But what gave me the push after that decision, something happened in the university in my studies. In the first, second year, my degrees like was so not that much, how much marks, the marks like that. So sometimes up, sometimes down, sometimes not stable, not that much, not that much. But when I have taken that decision of playing the rosary, that semester I took like around 6 courses or 6 subjects. It ended up taking 6 A plus. Six A plus, all 6 A plus. Wow. That gave me a push, something like this, encouraged my faith. And I'm خلاص. This time I had to take it seriously for all my life. Then that my life slowly changed, reading the Bible, the Word of God, back again regularly, and back to the church, the sacraments, the sacrament of reconciliation, the Mass, and back to the activities in the church. So that what happened, that incident slowly and gradually going until now.
So you think like that miracle changed your life, your spiritual life?
You can say yes, that encounter, let's say, had given me a push that for my decision. So by His grace, yes.
And do you feel like when you were doing that, your friends were thinking, who is this new father? Yeah? Do you feel that?
Yes, that time it was a challenge for me because you have to sometimes give away some of the negative friends, let's say, that time because it's my first start. And you have to find some friends who really that on the right, keep put you on the right path, to get you socialized and you that push me or the connection that you need. So yeah, it was a challenge for me in the beginning. But if God will give you keep getting, you will find the proper friends in that thing. So yes, it was at the beginning challenge and it's painful, but it was better, it was positive.
Yeah. So what would you say is your favorite mystery of ministry?
Our favorite mystery. Nowadays, let's say, for me that now because we celebrated the Pentecost lately, so it's the descent of the Holy Spirit because we need more mysteries. Yes,
okay, now something really serious to ask you. Okay, this is something that's been challenged with priests, bishops, and it's something that's had very serious opinions. Okay, so Fabi, you need to be very sure about your answer. What do you think about pineapple on pizza? Is it a sin or not?
Pineapple on pizza?
Pineapple on pizza.
No, it's not a sin. It's something beautiful.
Okay.
It's something you need to try something new in life, which is the truth.
I don't think I agree with that. But yes, of course, food is food. Anyway, so let's come to the topic. It's okay not to be okay. Do you feel like you've come across situations in your life where you want to give up? You're just finished, you're done. Like you don't want to continue anymore.
Yes, of course. Especially like let's say beginning with my life changing, there was of course there is some kind of
You know how to change the background?
even one thing keep whispering, not
A lot of
breaking,
them have a slice of
breaking,
Christ.
breaking. But that one is that it wasn't that much, But of course, when you go in your life, you will experience hardships and you have challenges. As many as youth and other faithful people who try to follow the Lord, of course, who try to be faithful to the church. Whatever is happening around the world is difficult. Imagine that critical things are facing. But by His grace, overcome. In that time, you will know this is not your power. This is power.
This plan, this
Yes, because in these situations, no human being can stand this. No answers, but He has answered. But later, yes, you'll be overcome it. So challenges are there. Everyone, even the saints, they feel darkness times, or they feel like, oh my God is not answering. Even they some of them are fighting God. Why? Why is this happening to me? So this is the thing. Yeah, but that's so these kind of challenges happen in my life to as anyone else, especially these days, people really are suffering. So yes.
Okay, everyone. For now, let's just recap. Fadi said that he does not think pineapple on pizza is sin. But he has a devotion to the rosary. He said that he's experienced a miracle in his life that when he went to college and he took 6 courses in his semester, he changed his life. He started playing rosary, and then suddenly he got all A pluses in all of his courses, right? Yeah. So Yeah, thank you, Swati. That's really motivational. He also said that his friends were leaving him, or he was leaving his friends that didn't, agree with his ideas of praying and with the change in lifestyle and all of that. So, I would like to ask you, Swati, what is your favorite food?
Okay. Now you're touching this part of our country, Syria, Lebanon, these areas in the Middle East. For me, I like the wine leaves stuffed with rice and meat. It's like rolls, So this one, that one I like much.
What's it called?
What I
Wala
What I know.
Okay.
So my parents, they watch me, I think they know this. So I make it also, I also dip it in the yogurt with yogurt.
Oh.
Dip it in the yogurt and yogurt.
Like plain yogurt?
Yes, yogurt with the yogurt.
Wala I know.
What I know, yes. Yes.
Okay. So let's go back to the pandemic. Do you think all these church activities they give you strength to not be fearful of the pandemic?
Yes, as you know, like the atmosphere that's happening in the pandemic around the world is so negative, as you know. And of course, when you're as people parishioners here, suddenly getting disconnected from all kinds of activities and social life or fellowship with people. So it's not that easy to be alone. It's almost like isolated or in jail. So if there is no kind of like communication, relationships, these inputs that will help you to take things positive, to be very tough for anyone to get up. Very tough. And that's what's happening for all people around the world. So, of course, the church, at least we are doing something online. Yes, we are still communicating. There are positive things happening because it's shifting our focus not to be negative, to be positive. That's why now what's happening like this kind of program today is to help us to look something positive is happening. The Lord is there. The Lord is still working. Things to be positive. Not only the media focus only on negative things. The truth is there, positive is there. So the church activities will help us to keep us the grace, the positive energy to come up, to cope, and to overcome the challenges that we have.
Yes, exactly. That's what we're trying to do here today. Slice of Christ is some kind of media that's trying to give you a view of positivity, to know that everything is going to be okay, and it's okay not to be okay. So, without further ado, let me introduce you our second guest for the evening. Drum roll, please. Father Derek.
Yes.
How are you today?
I'm good. Welcome, Father.
Nice to see you too. Thank you so much.
So, Father just told us what his favorite food was.
Oh.
I don't know. So, what's your favorite food, Father?
That's a difficult question. There are too many favorite foods. Anything you tell me, whatever is delicious, I will go on without stop. I like Arabic food, by the way.
Yeah, shawarma.
Oh, yes.
Most Indians, they like shawarma.
Also, kunafa.
Oh, that's great.
So, Father, we were talking about the pandemic and how it's difficult to cope and how everyone's feeling isolated, especially now that one of the biggest things of many people, the church has been, it's not completely locked down, but it's just mass and then go home, you can't really interact with, fellow parishioners. So we're just talking about how we miss that connection. So we want to know from your side, how do you feel from inside the church, from a priest or inside the church, how do you feel not having that touch with your parishioners?
Well, I have, it's very clear that pandemic has hit every one of us.
For sure.
And from the highest person to the last person on earth is affected by the pandemic, and we feel the pain of it. One of the pain that we see in the pandemic is, of course, apart from the sickness, death, is people missing connections, contact. Now, when you ask, you said, of course, people are missing coming to church, missing greeting people, missing coming and talking to one another individually, just come to mass and you moving. But then from our point of view, see, church is a community, and a priest always finds fulfillment in the community. There is no meaning for priesthood if there is no community. So that's the reason. For us, we feel priest, all of us. If you ask any priest around the world, we feel a kind of emptiness within us. Though of course we are celebrating Mass, we are doing some of the sacraments in some of the churches, not all churches in the world. Some of the churches in the world are still closed. Even in our parish, some of the churches are still closed. But at least thanks be to God in Abu Dhabi, we have a certain degree of freedom where we can have a Christmas. But we are not able to talk to one another. We are not able to really interact with one another. So we miss that relation. See, for a priest, the family is the people. You are our family. And if you imagine yourself living in a house where you don't talk to one another, you just come, you sit on the dining table, you eat, and you get away into your room without even having any conversation. It will feel awkward, isn't it? That's exactly how we're feeling right now. Right? People come to the table of the Lord, but we're not really having that connection with one another, talking to one another, feeling that oneness. That is missing, and it's painful. Apart from that, I have to say that the church, what the church is suffering with is to see how the people are suffering and we are so helpless. As a priest, when I was ordained, I still remember the words what Bishop Hall told, that you are for the people. From now on, you are for the people. So whatever you do is for the people. And we are in a situation right now that we want to do something, but we cannot do anything. How helpless you are, sometimes when a woman or a young man or a woman or an elderly lady stands in front of the gate and says, Father, can you please let me in? And I say, I'm helpless. It really tears our heart apart.
Like losing the roads to your own.
Exactly. I mean, we don't want to. It's the worst thing a priest can ever imagine doing, shutting the door for the people to come to church. The worst thing. How it feels, we want to do something for the people, perhaps not in kind, but at least in the way, go to the hospital where they are suffering, give them encouragement. When somebody is there, go to their family and give them some consolation. But we are not able to do that. So that's the pain. That's what I said initially. We feel empty. We feel lonely. Which we never exactly show outside. When you ask any priest, recently for the lady, the parish priest in Dubai, he said, I'm questioning myself, why I am a priest. That's the highest degree of question a priest can ask themselves. That's the thing.
Yeah, but a lot of our parishioners, they feel the exact same thing. Obviously, they're not priests,
Yeah.
but they themselves are locked their house, they cannot call their friends over, they're closing the doors, almost the same story.
Yeah.
So, how can you give us hope? What is your advice for us? Just know that things are going to be okay.
Yeah. Well, I'm not Jesus Christ, you know. But having said that, first of all, in this situation, we cannot really come out of the houses.
Okay.
Yes, we still have to be cautious. Not that we should be locked down inside, but be cautious when you come out. Be considerate about it. It's not about me. We would always think the problem, what happens is many of us we speak like, oh, I don't care, nothing will happen to me. I have taken vaccine and so on. But it's not about me. It's about you. I wear the mask because I don't want him to get sick. I am doing something because I care about you. It's about you. It's not about me. It's about you. So I fulfill all the rules and regulations basically for you. So that's the understanding if we have, then I don't think that we will have problem even if we love them inside. Thanks be to God. Technology has worked wonders.
Okay.
Yes.
Our father is Father Yusuf, who was in charge of. He was in Abu Dhabi,
Yes.
so that's why we move ways and be cautious.
Yeah.
Right.
Have to be precautions. Okay, yes, thanks technology. But if you are having issues with the Zoom, then join our YouTube. It's the link. You'll find the link on our Instagram. If you feel like the Zoom is glitchy or the audio is difficult, then please join us on YouTube and continue watching. And send us some questions in the live chat, and we'll try and answer your questions. So, Fadi, have you ever considered being a priest?
That's a good question. See, one possibilities are there still open, no final answer yet, but often Florence plan obviously.
So,
But for the journey, of course, the journey doing as well and honest, yeah, this is serious. But that final thing, still no answer.
Father, speaking about priesthood, how did you know that you were becoming a priest? How did you?
Exactly what you.
Yeah, because
I never thought.
father had a well-paying job before this, and suddenly, not suddenly, of course, it was the will of God. But father did change his mind, his career, and switched to priesthood. So, father, tell us your story.
Well, it's a quite long story, but frankly speaking, it's kind of funny. Like, I never wanted to be a priest.
Oh, really?
I never liked priests. Yeah, I think the God's ways are very strange, Um, we read it in the scriptures. He chose those who are actually not worthy. And so am I. I am not worthy to be a priest. But uh, that, that, when I was working, as you said, I had a good salary and so on. I was working in this part of the world. I was very happy. But something touched me, especially on the day when Bishop Paul was consecrated as a bishop of Nigeria. I was usher then, and so you better become a usher. So I was an usher, and with being an usher, I had the responsibility at the altar, the same altar what we have outside.
Oh, the stage one.
Yeah, so without the penalty and so on, see that. But it was there, and I was there at the right foot of the altar. I could see the whole ceremony very clearly. I could see tears in the eyes, tears of joy in the eyes of Bishop Paul when he was consecrated, when the Bible was, the Gospels were handed on his head. And I could see when he was kneeling down, that the joy of being called, the joy of being chosen. And I really felt, well, I should be there, right? Because I'm earning everything. I have all the possible worldly joys. And I'm lacking that particular joy, which is coming within. I want that. Okay, come on. Of course, for a long journey, it took almost 2.5 years for me to say yes, as Adi just said, doors are open for me, also doors were open. But it took me 2.5 years to say yes, I should.
And now it's been 2.5 years since you've been serving here?
Yes, 2 years.
2 years. It's 2 years since Father's been serving at our parish here, St. Joseph. Have you served with any other parish?
I was in Bangalore before. After my ordination, I was posted in Bangalore in a retreat house, and it's a kind of pastoral center. And I was serving there, preaching and so on.
And do you wish to become a bishop someday?
Well, it's not a wish. First of all, to be a bishop is a great responsibility.
Yes.
What you see from outside, what we all see from outside is the beauty and the glory, glamour, and so on. But actually, it's a great responsibility, a big cross, we can say. And I think only God chooses the right person.
Yes.
Yes.
So, Father, let's talk about what we're going through right now. How everyone is feeling anxious. I just spoke to Father about it, being isolated and all that. So there are students, there are young adults who have stress with school, with work. Some of them have lost their jobs, they got the job hunting, and on top of the pandemic, they had all of this, added stress. I'm not saying that school wasn't difficult before pandemic, but I am saying going online has been more difficult because there's no teacher behind you, to make sure that you're doing what you're doing. So, do you have any, I wouldn't say advice, but in your opinion of what they can do?
Well, each individual person has got his own style and strategy to handle the situation. So we cannot say one size fits all, that would be wrong. But of course, in general, we can give certain ideas and so on. What pandemic left behind is, first thing is uncertainty. Uncertainty of life, uncertainty of future, uncertainty of the social relationship. That's one of the biggest tragedy of the pandemic. Many have lost their loved ones. See, that death is inevitable in life. Everyone who is born will die one day. As one of the theologians, I can't remember his name, he says, every newborn child is old enough to die. That means when you are born, that means you are with the birth, you are carrying with you your sentence for death. You see, that's real. But this COVID has really made death miserable. Earlier, when death was with the family, when you had a decent way of saying goodbye to a loved one, you could have a funeral rite and so on. But now in the COVID situation, you can't even say that I love you, the last I love you with your loved one. You cannot even say a decent farewell to your loved one. You cannot even give them a decent burial. And that's haunting. So it's not about death that is really bad, but it is the process of death, the process of dying, which is really haunting for the situation. So uncertainty about life. And nobody knows. See, we are sitting here tomorrow. I don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. We knew that we do not know we are going to whether we will be alive the next day, but it now has become very obvious, you see. So that's one thing. Secondly, as you said, job loss. Yeah, because of the lockdown, because of the economic crisis now, many are losing jobs. And and this job loss is hitting hard on the people of your age. Youngsters are hit hard with this. Basically because most of the jobs, which is startups, or you say the kind of hospitality industry, or travel industry, and so on, these are the jobs where youngsters just get into. And these are the jobs are now which are lost, which are under lockdown. Many of these are not having the chances to have these jobs. And that's the reason it hits hard on the youngsters. And thirdly, you said studying is difficult. Well, studying is not difficult. Only it is difficult when it comes to exam. Yeah. But however, studying online is difficult because it kind of, I'm also a student, right? I'm still studying. So sitting in front of the computer for a long time really makes you sad and down. And that's why. So how to deal with all these situations? First thing, for example, I will deal with the situation of death. Suppose say a loved one has passed away in your family, maybe your dad, you don't know, maybe your brother, sister, your aunt. My aunt passed away recently, 50 years, 54 years old.
Two uncles, one auntie, another, like four
Yes, Father Yusuf, God praised from our because he died. And we couldn't even go for this funeral, you see. And then it haunts. So what it really does is, it's not that you are not expecting someone to die in your family. That is natural. If you are one way or the other, someone will die. But since you are not able to go for the funeral, since you are not able to be there at the last moments of that person's life, you kind of feel guilty. Not that you blame yourself for that person's death, no. But you feel guilty about your life. Perhaps there were certain moments where you have not given enough joy to that person. You have not loved enough. Maybe you are not reconciled. Maybe you have unfulfilled dreams of that person. Maybe something like that. These things may be there, and these will remind you time and again. That's what exactly happens to the youngsters when somebody of their family dies and they're not able to go on to the burial. And you feel that guilt. I wish I would have done that day. I wish I would have said sorry that day. I wish I would have given him an ice cream that day. You feel that guilt. Now, how to overcome that? It will remain, and it's a long process. My suggestion, and many of the psychologists around the world suggest this. The best way to overcome this is, since you couldn't go for the funeral, you artificially create that in your mind and in your second. How it is? Maybe with the technology, you create a blog or you create something like Zoom or whatever it is. Ask people to send in the photographs of that person, the loving memories of that person. Ask them of your family and friends to write about that person, something, maybe a poem, maybe an experience of that person. Post it, upload it. It's kind of like an online, you can say an online etiquette, an online ritual kind of a thing. You do that. That is one thing. Secondly, call and speak to people who are equally connected to that person. Maybe your mother, your sister, your mom, whoever it is. Call and talk to them. Talking is very important because most of the time, what happens when grief is there? See, grief is an emotion. And when you have grief, what it does is, it first of all puts you into a shock. Secondly, it makes you feel miserable. And thirdly, it puts you into a state of denial. And, and ultimately, with these, you don't want to communicate with anyone. You kind of become a negative person, isolated. You want to isolate yourself. But that exactly you have to fight when you have this kind of pain. When someone in your family has died, you couldn't even visit or you couldn't even be there to give a decent burial, then call and talk to this person. Against your own conscience, against your own will, you call and talk to these persons. When you talk, you naturally overcome the pain of what is there inside. You might cry. Don't worry about crying. Many people have a problem of thinking that, oh, crying is showing yourself as weak. It's a lie. It's not that only weak who cry. Even the strong man cries. Crying portrays your humanness and nothing, not your weakness. So it's good to cry. It's good to express your feelings. What do you say about that?
I agree with you. I agree.
So that is one thing. Another thing we could do is, my suggestion would be, maybe in that we will find out, for example, if it is the dad, or it is the mom of the family, you know what their life is, right? So you keep a day, memorial day, virtual perhaps, and you celebrate that day. How? By maybe planting a tree on that day, a sapling on that day, in his or her name, or maybe whatever is favorite, cook that and make it a kind of like a live show within your family. Yeah. So within your family, how you cook and how you share those moments. It helps. Sharing with one another helps you to come out of these guilt feelings. Now overcome these guilt feelings of losing someone. Please keep in mind that it's not your fault that someone has died. And secondly, even if you have not fulfilled something or hurt someone, it was not intentional, it was our interpersonal weaknesses. So don't blame yourself and make yourself guilty about it. Don't feel guilty. The person who has gone still loves you. That's for sure.
So everyone, if you have any questions for Father or Fadi, let us know in the chats and we will answer them. If you have already received any questions, please send them over so we can start answering the question. I hope our audience is live now.
Yeah, don't ask me rocket science.
That's a tough question.
Okay, let's begin with the questions for now. The first question we have is, sometimes we are all positive and motivated about life, but our surroundings are not, which makes us doubt ourselves. How do we face that we are not harming the relationship with the surrounding and people who are negative and egoistic?
See, I think when people around us, first of all, let's not judge whether the people around us are egoistic or whether they are negative or so on. My personal opinion is, even if the person around you are not so very good, they still have a role to play in your life. Because whoever is around you, he or she contributes to your life. Maybe positively, maybe negatively. Say someone gives you a negative vibe, then he or she is making you more mature, making you more tough, making you more strong and accept the situation. So don't reject any person, whoever is around who doesn't, who's possibly negative. But having said that, it's always good to be around people who are positive. Because when you're around a person like Hadi, I like to be around him. He gives so much of a positive vibe that we have this interpersonal relationship where we have a aura. You just stand next to that person, you automatically you are related. You don't have to say anything, you don't have to speak anything. Hadi is one of them. You can still just stand next to him And you are already feeling that, yes. You too balance. You have that positivity with you. That's good. That's God. Awesome. But you feel nice. There are people who we see we like to spend the time. That's good.
See, I think also further regarding those, like maybe some people that maybe could be negative, that will help me because also I felt something like this in my life when some negative people come, they ask, well, why is this person still in my life? But later I got to realize he's making me awareness of some points to be stronger, to mature. That way, what he said correctly happened to me actually. Some difficult people in your life will happen, will be there, but for you to be stronger, more mature, and you get stronger. Right? And it opened for you some certain points in your life that were maybe not clear. You have different vision or clarity when you like to see your let's say your weakness point or your strength point. Those are what is help you to really look at yourself in different points or to grow.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I agree. I think something that everyone always says if you feel something wrong with the person, correct yourself first,
Yeah.
and then learn from them.
Yes.
You know. So yeah. Um, Next question. How would we close in the church, even though we are currently physically away from the church?
Wow, that's a very good question. I would like to listen from Fadi. This is opinion.
No, see, but you have to say an answer first.
Sure.
We have some answer to be, of course, now we thank God that we have nowadays this technology that we have. To help us at least some kind of communication is there,
Correct.
and to be in touch and to have those even grab the new technology to reach us.
Sure.
So as you know, when you open the Facebook, the message will pop up and you touch your heart and change your life. We don't know. The Lord can reach us. So this kind of technology nowadays we are happy like to see, okay, celebrate class online or catechism online or youth meetings. Those all things will make us still feel the touch is there. The kind of communication is there. At least because imagine that nowadays we don't have technology. Can you imagine what happened?
Yeah.
For us because we got used to technology. Suddenly technology stops, but that grace is there. So of course, as our belief in the Catholic Church, we are as one body of Christ, spiritually connected to us. Not only technology, there's spiritual technology also. So we can share what we by praying with places that we live. So we can use these things with each other. Nowadays, okay, someone they do something on YouTube, they got famous now with millions of followers. See, imagine did something small. What about us? Put a seed, it may grow up.
Yes.
And YouTube, like the slice of Christ, may touch many. And many will touch other ones. So, like networking also. So this kind will keep us in touch. So, I think this is my point of view.
Absolutely. I agree with you very much, Fadi. You see, I just want to remind that when there was the flu, you heard of Spanish flu, beginning of the 20th century. That time there was no technology. And you know what Bishop Charles Borromeo, he used to go in the squares, stand on high place, and in a loud voice he would preach or celebrate mass. He won't give communion, of course, that time also. And that was the means for him to people to listen and at least be part of the mass. You see how they use, even without the technology, people could be part of the church. Then, how much more we should be now with all this technology and all these facilities given to us? Thanks be to God, right? To the people who have contributed to it. So, how we can be close to the church? Simple. If I want to be close to the church, I can make the way. There is no end to it. It all depends on me.
I would like to, if it's okay,
Of course.
add that. What I feel is things like this, these kind of virtual meetings, prayer meetings, or Bible studies, just all these meetings really help me during the pandemic to be closer to the church because, it's like a short term community of friends at the same time, but you're praying together, you're reading the gospel together, it's really, it helps. That's how I'm physically closer to the church, even though I'm not coming, in the church. So, yeah, that's our question. Next, Um, youth may face disbelief while waiting for a miracle to happen. How can they be assured that their faith will overcome expectations? I think Fadi should take this one. Because he did the
Just can you
experience.
repeat again that this last point, the last point?
So how can the youth be assured that their faith will overcome the expectations when they are waiting for a miracle?
This of course, it's a very challenging question. Yes, some prayers could be answered directly by God, but sometimes His answer may unexpectedly. Because we are focusing on only this way will answer. No, He may answer a different way. And maybe a better to answer us. Almost His dreams is greater than our dreams. We pray for this some amount of money, but He wants to give us the whole kingdom. Could be not only this amount of money. So His dream is bigger. So let us tune to His prayer, because His prayer is much better than our prayers. So that's why how to overcome? Well, sometimes we have to sit and listen His way. He has better answer than my expectations. If my expectation is too narrow, I will not be happy. He wants to give us that joy and happiness. So it's not only our focus on material things. He wants to give us something further than the material things, which is the joy. Tell the joy in Himself. So His answers usually is better than our answers. His ways is better than our ways. So I think Father turned out something.
Yeah, I would say agree with that because many of them, as you said, when we ask something to God, we are more concerned about the way He gives than what He gives. I had, of course, I don't have time now, but there is a nice story on the internet. You can just go and check. When father, his son asks for a Ferrari, when he clears his universities. So, father gives him a Bible, and the son throws it away. Yeah, you can read it. But many years later, he leaves the house and goes and so on. At the end, after when his father died, he comes back home and that Bible which he had thrown away was still there. In that half open wrap and things like that. So he opens and he finds the key of the Ferrari. So the moral of that story is we are always worried about how we get it. We are not worried, we are not interested in what we ask when we get it. God definitely gives us, Jesus had said, whatever you ask in my name to my Heavenly Father, He will give it to you. And it is true, He does give it to us. But not in the way we are expecting. Come on. We cannot be so rigid that we have to tell God, come on, you give me this amount only. Please tell your people when they have a birthday, I want the gift in this amount only. It's like that.
Father, there are some kids who, they want to experience salvation and all of that, but sometimes they don't really, the worldly joys is enough for them. They feel like, what's the point? If I'm happy now and I'm going to die, then what's the point? So, what do you say?
Well, first thing is this question, of not believing in another world, not believing in the reward, eternal reward, is a question which the followers of these kind of belief are increasing. Now, first, we have to ask ourselves that who we are. Who are we? We do not know. We do not know who we are actually, frankly speaking, because you are Anna. You say, who are you? You say, I'm Anna. But that's a name given to you. Before you were reptile, you were still you. You were not Anna, but you were you. Correct? Before you were born, you were still you. And before when your mother just conceived you, you had no hands, fingers, hands, eyes, no features of your body. But you were still you. Correct? So that means you are not your hand, you are not your arms, you are not your name, you are not your beauty, you are not your height, whatever. Then who are you? So you are something more than what you see. If you are something more than what you see, then your existence is also more than what you exist here. And then it becomes a question. So what I should do to exist, achieve that joy of existence? A little philosophy, right?
Yes. Something to think about. Okay, and next question. How do we cope with anxiety due to the lack of social interaction during the pandemic?
How do you do?
Okay, yeah, maybe of course Father has a good answer to that. But for me, from my side, like, okay, There are okay, certain times in life you're lonely sometimes, but you can fill those gaps with positive things. Let's say, okay, this time I can work out more for my physical body. Sometimes I read books. Uh, of course, again, there's technology there, at least because they are not totally disconnected, so we should be there also. So try to fill these gaps that are in our life with positive things. That when the time comes, I'm ready. Like, can be some kind of, for those people who are hunting for jobs, let's say, this gap of disconnection. I know so many friends during this time of no job, they did some courses, they did some physical stuff, they took care of their bodies, when the time comes, the job comes, they were ready for that. So sometimes, I'm talking about those gaps who are not people, they try to fill it with something positive. Okay, reading, growing, learning things, finding the skill that you have, the talents that you have, you will know yourself more in those time of learning because when you reflect, okay, no, this is my biggest point, this is my strength point. I want to use this. Make this hobby or this skill grow. So practice more. So when the time comes, okay, I'm a better person, I'm a positive person. So when I interact with people, I'm ready for that. So that's one way. Yeah, of course, there are many ways we can cover from Earth.
No, it's about alternatives. It's about alternative. When you find an end, dead end, don't just get stuck there. Whatever it is, job or school or study, whatever it is. When you find a dead end, what do? You take the next road, the next alternative road. That's exactly what you're doing. That's it.
Do you have any, your both, have any advice for those who have lost self-esteem or confidence? How do you stay positive in such situations? How do you regain your self-esteem and confidence?
Be positive. Yeah. Well, I think from my point of view, it's natural sometimes we feel low. It is natural when we feel that we are lost, we are failing and so on. But having said that, we should always look at things will never remain the same. Nothing remains the same. Everything changes. Day changes, life changes, night changes. Everything changes. Even our body, physical posture changes. So change is surely there. So what is my present situation is not going to be permanent. Right? Then why should I lose what I have for the sake of what I have lost already? So say I have lost a job, so I'm very negative. I mean, this is nobody wants me, nobody likes me, nobody loves me, or whatever it is. And then in that case, what do you do? I don't know, you isolate yourself. But you're losing those people who are around you. You are losing so many good things which is around you. So don't lose it. Make the best out of what is there. What is lost is lost. Don't worry about it. So what is there, be the best teacher. So that's how you have the best teacher.
For myself also, because they have an experience in my life also when there are some challenges, when I said, when there are some unanswered prayers from my point of view, when there are some challenges that you saw, yeah, low self-esteem is there, sometimes negativity is there. But of course, what helped me, especially the prayer against them, but what happened? You see the shift when it happened. There are so many negative thoughts when attack you. Oh, I'm hopeless. I'm useless. I'm okay. Nobody, as you said, nobody is talking to me. Nobody cares about me. So, but you know, these are all lies. You get your proof of your identity when you know your identity. As I was talking about the identity previously. If you know that you're a child of God, things will shift and change. But no, the God is working. You are precious and you are useful. You are here for a reason. So whatever happens, okay, now the focus should be shift from negativity to positivity. Oh, now I have more self-esteem now. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. So I have things in my hand. Even one of the pictures I had also, whatever situation in your life, if you lost things, job, money, or anything, you are enough. Why? Because the Lord already prepared for you for this situation. This pandemic is not a surprise to the Lord. Whatever you lost, everything is prepared, and you have something you have can work out to get it out. There is a purpose for each season. So we have to look this okay, no, I'm not doing this, I'm not a failure. I may fail sometimes, but I'm overcome. That this shift should happen I should like recognize the lies I'm believing about myself. I should know the truth. That truth will set us free and will be positive about ourselves. Then we have the potential to overcome this challenge again and again. These challenges are not to destroy me, but to build me. Not to destroy me, but to make me stronger. The challenges has to make me stronger to the next level. That's how I shift from low self-esteem to high self-esteem. You're not alone.
And I just want to add here, when you are really in the low esteem, when you are really feeling negative, one of the things you should admit is, I am feeling negative. That is very important. If you don't admit, nothing will help you. So admit and take the help of others. It's very important. Go and talk to someone. So talk to someone else, not another one who is also negative. Because two blind people will get you. So go and talk to someone very positive. Maybe someone who can help you psychologically or spiritually and share. That's very important. Don't hesitate to acknowledge that you are in trouble and seek others' help. That's very important.
Okay, say hi to our Instagram. Hi. If you all have any questions, just let us know and we'll continue to answer them. Okay, next question. You need to be counseled between prosperity versus simplicity. What should be your drivers? What do you think is different between prosperity and simplicity?
Yes. Well, now you have to ask yourself, what is important in life? Whether if you have a lot of money, you have the best of the bungalow in Miami, and best of the maybe a Lamborghini, and I don't know, a best beautiful five-star yacht. Is that the happiness? People having that are under very severe stress, under depression. So that's not the one which is going to give you happiness. Having said that, doesn't mean that there shouldn't be hate in life. You are all welcome, you are all eligible to take the beauty created by God and enjoy. There's nothing wrong in it. But fixing your joy to it is dangerous. So what happens is, many a time we think that if I have that, I'll be happy. If I have a Lamborghini, I'll be happy. But then that doesn't happen. So I'm fixing my joy, my happiness in something external. But the truth is, your joy is within you. If you look at some people, you go to Mumbai, Dhaaravi, one of the biggest slums in the world, people there are happy. I went once to long ago when I was in the seminary. I went to a place which is a place for all the leprosy patients. Have you seen leprosy patients in your life? Yeah, they hardly have full feet, they hardly have full fingers, hands, and face is all in a bad shape and torn. When I was going there, before going there, I had a feeling that I will go and give them joy, and crack jokes, and for a day at least I'll spend a day with them and try to bring their mind up. But I was surprised when I reached there. I found they're the happiest people, so joyful there, the way they welcomed me, and I never gave them a chance. I never acted as if I'm dealing with patients. As if I'm being my friends. I never acted that way, of course. But then that day onward, I asked the question: if these people who do not have a perfect body, who do not have full of bodily organs, who do not even have a perfect shape or in the worldly ways the beauty of the body, and still they are smiling much better than me, then they have a joy. And that joy is a true joy, not mine. So I think it's not wrong to have prosperity, but run after true joy and not the joy that the world is. That I believe should always.
So, we asked you already how is the church, how do you feel from inside the church. But what about the ambience? Like, what do you feel and what do you see where the parish is?
Things, many things.
What would you say is like something you miss the most?
Well, I would say I'm missing choir. The word, of course, we still have the choir, but it's limited, but the grand choir we used to have. I miss what we call this as a surprise dance of the youth in front of the singers. I miss that, you know, Lineker and all these guys there. I miss that dancing time. I miss all the children, all the singers. I miss them a lot. This is my opinion. And I think this is really good people.
What do you miss about when?
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah, especially nowadays, I'm missing the operation times on Mondays. Yeah, we have the operation every Monday at 8 p.m. So when you prepare live buttons, incense, candles, the atmosphere back on. Of course, the other meetings when we have together and talk about the all this kind of meeting we have together. We all miss this. And also for the youth, we used to go for the youth camps outside for some places to stay one night for some kind of program. Uh, that's missing. So it's all kind of different.
I used to work for that Monday adoration, Arabic adoration when I was a little boy. Every Monday without fail.
but
Yeah, and it's beautiful. It's beautiful.
I would say what I miss is catechism. Not my catechism, but my mom's catechism. So I used to chill with the kids in the class. Of course, it's like my mom. But
Really?
yes,
Not distracting the kids?
it depends. So with those kids, it was so fun. I think that's where my whole spiritual life started, when you see them changing, like from the start of the year, academic year to the end, that was the fun. So the whole like Friday morning, going to the youth mass, and then the songs of the youth mass is completely different from the normal mass. It's more fun. So the youth choir, I miss that. And then after that, we used to stand outside, talk about our friends until someone shows us away into the classes. And then we enter the class, and then we're having fun. And then the class ends, and then everybody's outside, all the kids, all the parents, everyone's outside talking. Some priests pass by, all the kids go and ask for blessing. So, that Friday mass is something I think every youth, we all miss. But, we just have hope that it's going to come back. Until then, we have our YouTube live practicing. Father, this question. This is something that a lot of you go through. Since we can't go for confession, how do we deal with the feeling of guilt for our sins?
Well, I'll speak to you from two points of view. One is legal and another is personal.
Oh,
From the church's point of view, the legal point of view, our bishop has been gracious enough to give permission for general absolution. Many people do not know that general absolution is a sacrament. It's a sacrament. It's a sacrament of confession. So you get the absolution. It's of course in a limited sense, but you are participating in the confession there. Only thing is you're not really according to the priest person. So every week, every month, first weekend, for all the masses on the weekend, first weekend masses, there is general absolution. Please participate in that.
but
Only for people who are in lectures.
So what about if you are from other parishes?
Yeah, I got it. Okay, so that is one. We use all the general absolution given by our bishops. Okay, so it's a great thing. Secondly, general absolution has to be real. It shouldn't be just a letter. You should really feel sorry for us. Apart from that, what you can do is, in our context, and many of the priests also do it, as I know, that you can give a call when you are really in need, not just simply say, oh yes, we are taking sugar from the body, not like that. But if you are really in need of compassion, you feel you can call the priest and you are happy to welcome him and you can have compassion. But it is off masters in a weekday and take an appointment. I'll be patient enough because priest is not waiting for only one person. There are many people and many activities. So he might ask you to wait for 1 or 2 days. Be patient because the situations are not normal. But having said that, you never say no when someone says, Father, can I come? I need a real compassion. Next, we allow people to come and have compassion. And thirdly, it's always remember that our God is a this person, okay? Our God is a forgiving God. He loves us and He wants to forgive us all. Look at the story of the prodigal son. The father was waiting. It was not the son who initiated, but the father was waiting for the son to come back. He never even asked the son, what did you do? He just embraced it. And that's exactly what God does. God knows that we are in such a situation. So when the situation is eased out, you can have the conversation. But at this moment, you can always have the spiritual kind of confession where you reconcile with the Lord. Always say sorry to God. God opens the face. But when the opportunity comes, you go to the real confession.
How to make daily prayer more interactive or fun rather than being monotonous?
First thing is, who told the daily prayer has to be monotonous? It shouldn't be. What is prayer? And prayer is your discussion with God, it's your communication with God. And our God is a personal God. That word personal carries a lot of weight. You know, unless you are able to speak to God and communicate to God in prayer, your prayer is not prayer. You're just uttering some few words, blah, 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 blah. It has to be personal. Even if you are able to close your eyes and say, Lord, I'm really tired. I want to go to sleep. Can you put me to sleep? That's a beautiful prayer. Because you're very sincere in what you're saying. You're honest and sincere. So that's very important. Be honest with God. Be sincere with what you say. Speak to Him. He's ready to listen to you. He's waiting for you. Behold, I knock on your door. The one who opens silently enter. And that's what Jesus said. He's knocking. But we are busy. We are in the wrong mind. He's there at the right number.
Okay. Let's end this question answer round with some fun question. Who do you think is going to win for the Euro 2021 Football World Cup?
Germany.
Germany. And you, Bobby?
Yeah, for me also for long time supporting Germany, even in World Cup, not only I don't know.
So Germany. We'll see. I'll come back to you.
You will have to give me a treat then.
We'll see. I'm not much of football, but we'll see. Okay, Father. I think we should get ourselves prepared.
Yeah, I think when we are dealing with such a difficult topic, especially COVID, many of our youngsters are really going through troubles, and we'll spend a few moments in prayer. So I request you all, wherever you are, please compose yourself, bring yourself closer to God. Feel that God is there next to you. It's not your computer or mobile, but it's Jesus sitting right in front of you. He is asking you what's happening. See what has gone through in your life. I request you to close your eyes and just evaluate what has gone through from past 1 year and few months. Maybe in your family somebody has lost his life or her life. Maybe you have lost job or your parents have lost job. Maybe you are in a financial crisis. Maybe you are in a social crisis. Your friends are no more with you. You're not able to communicate. There is something really hurting which is holding on to you, which is binding you, putting you into trouble, which is in your heart, and you're not able to communicate. Where will you go? Whom shall you tell? I think there is one person, and I'm sure I don't just think, there's one person who's available without network, without any connectivity, without any need. Just there. I request you to join your hearts, feel the feelings of this song as we sing, and open your heart to the Lord. Tell Him what you are looking
Show me your way, that I may walk with you. Show me your way. I put my hope in you. The cry of my heart is to God, to live in the touch of your hand, stronger each day. Show me your way. Show me your way, that I may walk with you. Show me your way. I put my hope in you. The cry of my heart is to God, to live in the touch of your hand, stronger each day. Show me your way, stronger each day. Show me your way.
Show me the way. There are troubles in our life. Some of us have gone without giving us a notice. We couldn't even tell them sorry for the things we did. We couldn't even say how much we love them. We couldn't even say goodbye. How to reconcile myself? How to accept this pain? It seems impossible. There may be so many things people speak, what to do, how to accept the reality. But it doesn't help me. I'm still suffering, in pain. No one can understand my pain. Look at the crisis I'm going through. It's a mess of my life. Some things maybe perhaps because of my own mistakes, but many things because of the situation around me. Where will I go? How will I build up my own career? How will I make my own future? How will I build a beautiful family of my own? How will I make friendship with one another? How will I express my feelings to others? Who will listen to me? When I want to experience your love, only you understand me. Only you can care. Only you can bring me out of this mess. You can bring me out of this stress, pain, suffering. Give me the freedom to try again what I used to be. How I wish I could go back to those lovely days when I was a little child. I want to experience my same joy once again. Help me, Jesus. Help me, Lord, to see. As you showed your love to David, to Solomon, to all the prophets, to the apostles, give me that same love. Let me experience you, Lord. Let me experience you,
I will come to you in your sight. I will lift you from my You will never hold like wind of my joys. Be still, I am hopeful all you are. I am not your to see in the shadows of the night. I will be your light. Lost in do not be afraid. I have told you each time. Come and follow me. I will bring you home. I will be when you are good. I am strength for all goodness glory. Healing for the ones that they share. All that I will see, the way I'm free, do not be afraid, I am with you. I have called you each time. Come and follow me. I will bring you home. I love you when you are mine. I pull the leaves to freedom. I wish no one can. I will call your name, praising all your name. Stand up now, broken. Do not be afraid, I am with you. I have called you each time. Come and follow me. I will bring you home. I love you when you are do not be afraid, I am with you. I have called you each time. Come and follow me. I will bring you home. I love you when you are good. I love you when you are good. I love you when you are
Lovely session, Father. Thank you, choir. I love you and you are mine. What a lovely message. That's what Christ is trying to tell us today. That don't worry, He loves us, we are His, and He take care of everything. Just like our parents take care of us, our Father in heaven will take care of us. Okay, now let's get into some fun. I have a little quiz for you all. Before we begin, in some time, let's see who, let's vote, let's bet who can see the quiz, sorry, who wins the quiz. Comment Fadi or Father. I'll give you 5 seconds. Fadi or Father. They have 13 questions and they have this. Okay, catch? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so you have to make. Okay, so if you know the answer, you blow your thing, and you will get a chance to answer. The first to blow is the first to get a chance.
Is there phone opening?
No. Our votes are coming in,
Okay.
and everybody is alternately saying Fadi and Father, so that's fine. Okay.
We'll share
Okay, are you all ready?
Yes.
Okay. Our first question, remember, don't answer without knowing. Who was the previous bishop of St. Joseph's Cathedral? Who do you not think should answer the question? They both do at the same time. Let's see if they get it right.
Who should answer?
Who should answer?
Mm,
Not from the people.
who? Fadi.
Bishop Bernard, anybody.
Say louder.
Bishop Bernard, anybody.
Yes. What's his full name?
I'm not sure.
He
Bernard,
has three names.
yeah, Bernard. I'm not sure.
Father, do you know? Huh?
John?
No.
John? I'm not sure.
Bishop Bernardo Giovanni.
Giovanni, that's John. That's
Oh,
what I
it's
said.
not?
Giovanni is John in Italian.
Yeah,
Okay.
Father is Okay, next question. How many Catholic churches are in UAE? Yes, Father.
9.
9. And can you name them?
Yes. St. Joseph's Abu Dhabi, St. Paul's Mustafa, St. Mary's Elaine, St. John the Baptist in Greece, then St. Francis Assisi in Bulgaria, St. Mary's Dubai, St. Michael's Sharjah, St. Anthony's in Ras Al Khaimah, and St. Our Lady of Perpetual Help in Fujairah.
Round of applause without a beat. Okay, next question. Who is the patron saint of toxins?
Oh my God, sentence in problem.
Yes, correct. And when is this piece?
June 13th?
Yes,
June 13th?
just a few minutes ago. Next question. Which is the longest gospel? Yes, Father.
Yes, yes.
You mean the gospel written
Yes, gospel of the New Testament.
next,
New
the
Testament.
writers, no?
Yes.
No, the writers. Matthew.
Is it? Yes, correct. Okay, so right now we have a father at 2 points, 3 points, and Fadi at 1 point. Come on, Fadi, you can do this. Okay, question number 5. Oh, sorry, 6. And you guys watching, you guys can also answer. So let's see who gets the most answers correct. Looking at the comments. Okay, question number 6. What is the full form of OSA and name all the countries that are under it? Fadi already had the comment this now.
Considering the kind of Southern Arabia,
Yes.
it's UAE, Oman, Yemen.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So that's 3 and 2. Next. Okay. 8th question. Might be a little tricky. What does the word Catholic mean? Oh, yes, Father.
Universe.
Yes, exactly. The word Catholic means universal. Next one. What are the 3 pillars of church authority?
Teaching authority.
Yes.
Teaching authority. Teaching. The tradition, the Bible, and the magisterium.
Yes. The sacred scripture, the sacred tradition, and the living ministry. Lovely, you all have your catechism. Perfect. How many mysteries and Hail Marys does a single rosary have? Yeah. Yeah, okay, Fadi.
Each group of the whole.
The whole rosary.
20 mysteries.
Yes.
20 mysteries.
And how many Hail Marys does a single rosary have?
50. No, 53.
Yes.
The three.
Ooh, we're on a tie. 4-4. Guys, your bets are actually correct. Okay, next question. Who was beatified in October 2020? Yes, Father.
Carlo.
Yes, yes.
And why is this important?
He's popular for, he's known as a computer, and also he's promoted humanistic animation. Devotion to the universe.
Something that a lot of my friends and everybody is very,
Yes.
what do you say, like motivated or inspired by this.
Yeah, he's not a gene. He's same with the genes and the techniques.
Jesus, yes. He's known for
Maybe thank you for inviting me also.
Let's start with thank you for praying for us. Next question. Who was the first saint to have the signet? Oh, guess what?
First saint, first priest.
First saint.
First Saint Francis, I think.
Yes, correct. We are at 5-5. Wow. Okay, last question. Tie breaker.
Oh.
To make this interesting, both down until I finish the question and say who was or what is the name of the father of John the Baptist? Same thing. Yes, father.
See, excitement. Yeah.
Who? The father, do you know? Anyway, okay, sorry, father, but unfortunately.
Normally, you will like opposite.
Very humble one. Okay, so, Bobby, you won!
Oh my god, seriously?
Congratulations.
Yeah.
You.
And he gets a ticket to go to the seminary?
Father, would you?
Yes.
Father would cry.
Oh, that's too much.
This is bigger than the trophy for the Germans who came in Europe.
And Father, will you give this to Father?
Thank you.
With that, we come to the end of the first episode of Slice of Christ. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you, Father. Thank you, Father. Thank you all for watching. We hope to see you for the next episode. Follow our Instagram page, sjma.auh, our Facebook page, St. Joseph's Young Adults, our YouTube, subscribe to our channel, and leave a thumbs up on the video. And let us know your feedback. We will make sure to get it better next time. Please stay tuned. We will see you all in the next episode. Bye.
Bye.
God bless you all.
God bless you. Bye.
Enjoy. Come on.
Bye.